Hello, Leslie here from Message in a Fold. The first one comes from Dolores Younce Collins. I think it's Younce, I'm not sure. She sent me this question through my Facebook. I have the original Sizzix dies and machine. My question is, I have the bee ladybug number 38-1181. I cannot figure out how to fix the bee to make it the black and yellow. It has slits in it, but if I cut two pieces, they do not weave in and out through each other. Would like a little help on this one, please, Dolores. Well, Dolores, I don't have that particular die, but what she's talking about is probably one this size. Maybe it's a little bigger, I don't know. But on these dies, there is a dotted area. This can be cut away. Whoops, here's one for a butterfly, where the butterfly body. This one is leaves. And this one you really can't tell it from the picture, but when you look at the die, you see the little perforation right there on the heart. I think there's one there, and there's one there. These dies are pre-Cricut. So these are pretty old. Cricut came out, I want to say 2006. So these are long before that. And what I want to show you, and these perforations come in some of the larger dies as well, the Sizzix dies. So I'm going to demonstrate how you work these dies and what you do with them, how you can enhance them and make them work for you in whatever your card making or layouts are. All right, so we're gonna come down here to my original Sizzix machine and let's get going. All right, I'm going through my stash of scraps that have not been cut up yet. And I'm gonna start with this heart die. I'm going to use 3 different kinds of paper. Okay. So now that cut through all layers, and you can see the perforations better on these now that they're cut. Okay, one of the things that you can do is you can press along the perforations and you can cause it to be like an accordion style thing. These are just suggestions that I'm trying to pose to you. Now I'm going to cut one of these off. This one. And I'm going to use a tiny bit of glue on there. And of course, I was out of frame. So I'm going to put that one on top there. This is kind of how you do like the Cricut, when you cut several different things. Just one. that on there. So now if you want to add this to your layout, you can butt them up. You can make a little daisy ring out of things. You can just keep this going. So there you have a string of hearts from this one piece of die, this one die area here, and using 3 different layers of paper. Alrighty, so this is an old Stampin' Pastels. I think they still make that, I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to bend that at there and get some, I don't know what color this is, kind of a red, but I'm just going to put that right there. And I'm going to do the other one. And this is what you can do with just plain cardstock and these dies to give them a little bit of dimension. And I'll show you with ink. I'll use some Distress ink. So I'll use this walnut stain. Right at those perforations. So you can do that with these dies. You can use chalk, you can use ink, you can layer them with paper, you can leave them just as they are and stack them and bend them. And then I'm going to put the die on. Okay. Die. There you see them. Alright, I'm going to show you something that you can do with these. You need a mouse pad and a stylus. Come on. Get out of the way here. Alright. So I'm going to turn this over backwards and I'm going to use the big stylus. Alright, now I'm going to go where the perforation is. I've just tore it. Let me come down. Alright, I've kind of torn the perforation with that stylus. Alright, now I want to come at the then you have a piece that has dimension to it. It's not just flat like this is. It's not. This one has dimension to it. It's not just flat like this one is. So I'm going to lay the paper on and I'm going to put my rose on. So there is the rose, and you see the perforation there. This one is a little tricky, but this green is the base because of the leaves. So I am going to carefully Alright, that guy is on there. Now, these two pink ones. I am going to cut. I'm going to cut the rosebud off, starting at the edge of this leaf, and I'm going to work my way around to the other side. There. I'm going to cut this one off as well. This big side. I'm going to cut to the outside of this perforation. Carefully. Alright, I need to come down here so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so now this is going to fit right. Here's the piece. With the perforations, and I haven't done anything to it. This is the one that I've cut, and I have used the stylus on. Now this was all before the Cricut came out, so people were always trying to figure out how to make these dies dimensional. Instead of just being flat. I'm going to put a little glue on this edge and press that down. Ow, 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 ow. So now I'm going to put this on top, right there. And then you have a dimensional set of leaves and flowers. Oh, you know what? I should do another color as well. Alright, now from this back side, where the perforation is, oh, there, where the perforation is on the butterfly, I'm going to go and cut this out. That body away. This one on. And then there's the butterfly. Now you can cut another one out. There's 3 layers here. There's the dark brown that's on the bottom for the body, and that's a full piece. And then the next piece is this paisley piece where I've cut the body out, and this one I have another full piece, and I've bent it along the perforation. To make that look a little more dimensional. Thank you for giving me these excellent questions that I can share. How to use the old Sizzix dies with the red machine. You can also use these dies on a Big Shot. I think you can even use them through the Cuttlebug. Now I don't know what the sandwich stuff would be for the Cuttlebug. You just have to try that. But these are just with the dies that have the little perforation mark, and how you can use these to decorate yourself. This is Leslie from Message in a Fold saying, now you go show someone how special they are. Bye.